Hello everybody, it is Rex the dog doing laundry vlog. This is the first laundry vlog of the new year. I am back in Spain. You know, these laundry vlogs are where I do a little bit of housekeeping and then I'm literally putting out my laundry to dry here. And also I do a little bit of housekeeping as pertaining to this YouTube channel, the streams we do here, the videos we post here, the conversations which are happening on Twitter, Telegram, the Discord, whatever. And yeah, I've been just over 2 weeks away from Spain. I've been visiting family back in the UK. I had a really nice time. I saw a few friends, which was great. I was really productive as well as cooking up some music. Just going through like the mastering and editing and all that sort of stage at the moment. So I'm happy that I'm going to be able to share some music and stuff with you soon. So that's going to be our like big new thing on this YouTube channel here in 2025 is posting on music and stuff like that I've been working on and introducing the new, furry punk rock band, which I've started. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, past 2 weeks has been a lot of that, working on the music there, doing a lot of the recording. It's been obviously hanging out with my family. It's been eating a lot of food when it comes to Christmas food. I've got a bunch of, maybe I'll do that in another video. I've got a bunch of like British chocolates and sweets which I brought home with me, which is cool. But yeah, it's been like a lot of eating. I put on like 4 kilos in the past 2 weeks just from like eating. It's been really good. It's been really relaxing. I watched like a ton of movies. Both on the sofa and what did I see at the cinema? At the cinema I saw Nosferatu, I saw Sonic 3, I saw Better Man, which I think I'm going to talk about that. Like I think some of these are going to feature in my top of 2024 videos. So I don't know, I feel I'm all over the place here because I got a lot to say. So let's kind of talk about, I'm feeling good, as I said. Past couple of weeks, even though it's just like a lot of eating and a lot of stuff like that, it was very good. I think that was very much needed. I think that's very much needed on kind of like how we'll go I am with my life, and especially like post marathon and all these other things. So I think that was very much needed to have a little bit of reset. Kind of honestly, to an extent, just get doted on for like 2 weeks. So big shout out to my family for like hosting me and just like feeding me and letting me just like hang out there and sofa max and all that sort of thing. Really appreciate it. Same thing to all my friends I visited who took me to their houses or either to the pub or whatever, and we just sort of like hung out and I was hosted and fed and watered and happy and all that sort of thing. So it was a really, honestly for me, it's probably like the best Christmas and like or at least the most necessary sort of like Christmas break that I've had for, I don't even remember. And I don't want to do a big thinking back reflection thing right now because that's going to take up a lot of time. But I'll just say that it was a very, very enjoyable break. I think it was really needed. I think that was necessary to happen. And I think putting myself in a different environment and stuff like that, where I'm away from all my things and all my toys and all my distractions, to kind of force me into that state was a very good move. So that was a really good 2 weeks. I did manage to get a few little streams on the go because I worked out how to do it on my iPad. I was trying with my iPad, so I had a few little short streams on the go, and as well, I was able to check in with you guys. We played the Vampire Survivors Castlevania thing, which is a bunch of fun. We got pretty deep. We got 5 souls deep into 9 souls, and that was sick, and I'll continue that a little bit later. But kind of the big game I'm coming back to when we hop on the streams here, at least for the streams for gaming, is I want to jump back into Black Myth Wukong real soon and see if I haven't forgotten everything I was learning to get good at that game, because that game was kind of hard. But yeah, so streams coming back real soon. I might need a couple of days just to kind of realign and get everything back organized over here in the home. But streams will be back real soon, and we'll get back into that regular kind of schedule. As for the YouTube videos here, I've got a bunch of videos that I want to be recording and reflecting on over the next couple of days. I want to do a Rex Unwrapped, if you will, and kind of talk about all the things which I've, sort of achieved or I've been able to do over the past 12 months. So stay tuned for Rex Unwrapped coming up. I'm talking about all the different things I got up to, and a recap for those of us who kind of know some of the things I've been up to. I'm quite looking forward to doing that and reflecting on the year. Another video I want to do, which is going to kind of be a pair, I guess, with the Rex Unwrapped video, is I want to make set a bunch of my 2025 goals. One of them is I'm kind of already seeing a couple of them in my mind, but I want to formalize those in a video. Getting this music out to you guys as soon as possible, so getting that first EP out to you, and then start working on, a longer album. That's a goal, which I've already made some serious headway with, just already a few days into 2025 here. So the music's going to be a big thing this year. Another thing is I'm setting my next sort of fitness goals. I'm aiming to go for we're going short distance now. We're looking for a 5K PB. I'm trying to get to like a real sub 20, real fast time. Maybe like 18 or I don't know. But we're going to go for a fast 5K. And I've set a date in my mind, and I've kind of come up with a little training plan that I'm going to run in March. So that's going to be my next kind of short-term running goal. It's a fast 5K. We're going to set like March as my day where my kind of race day, where I get this really good time out of me. So we're going to do the Rex Unwrapped for 2024. We're going to do the goals for 2025. I'm going to do a predictions for 2025 video. I thought that would be kind of fun, of just what sort of things I think might happen in the world, in technology, in VR, in social media, in the news, in sport. I thought it would be really fun to do a 2025 predictions video. And then, of course, we can reflect on that when we get back to December. So I'm going to do a predictions video. I'm going to do a number of top list videos. So I think I'm going to do my top movies of 2024, my top TV shows, my top anime, my top comic books, my top music, my top albums, right? I might squeeze in like live shows and festivals I went into there, kind of like within the music stuff. So a bunch of top of 2024 videos, which are going to be like kind of my own sort of like unique things to my elective taste, which goes all over the place. So they could be kind of cool to check out some stuff. So I've got those kind of bunch of videos I want to do over, the next few weeks to kind of reflect. It's going to like help me kind of reflect, to kind of think about those things which I put in videos, and then I can obviously communicate to you guys and we can talk about it and all that fun jazz, right? So expect those to be coming up, all my top videos. I also obviously I'm just hyped to get back into the laundry vlogs and just kind of talk to you guys like this in this very format, because I missed doing this. It's been a hot minute since I've done this, and obviously coming back from traveling, I'm gonna have a kind of a disproportionate amount of laundry, so we might start churning these. I think expect quite a few just like videos over the coming week or so, just like videos on the channel of me talking to the camera as we ease ourselves back into things, because I got a lot I want to talk about, and then back into live streams as well. And live streams, I do want to kind of just do like different things with the live streams as well. As much as I love gaming, I want to also just kind of, for two reasons, I want to kind of like create a bit of variety of what we're doing here on the channel, and also I don't want I think I want to kind of like, I think there's some weeks where you look at how much I'm streaming and I played a hell of a lot of video games that week, and that's not necessarily like the best move, right? So I still want to like hang out, but I'm thinking of like doing different types of streams so we can do different types of activities and still have the same amount of time streaming, but just not necessarily them all being focused on video games. So maybe some streams like to do with the EP, or get back into doing the art streams again, because I really love those, and I did drop off on those. So back in the art streams, or I've kind of got different ideas in my head. Okay, so different types of streams as well, so we don't go like crazy on the video games, because I think when it added up, all my video game playtime from last year, from all the unwraps, it was like 700 or 800 hours, which is maybe a bit kind of a lot. So yeah, so we'll maybe different variety stuff on the streams. But yeah, it's cool to be back. I'm also thinking about, and let me kind of get some ideas back on this one. I'm kind of thinking about sort of like setting myself a 30-day challenge, which includes a bunch of different things. So it includes like, reading more. It includes like some sort of like exercise or movement in the day, whether that's your sport, whether that's going out for a walk, whatever. It's basically just like a checklist for every day of like a daily habit challenge for 30 days of a bunch of different things I kind of want to set to myself. I was thinking of maybe kind of like formalizing those rules and sharing them as like a YouTube video and then kind of updating as we go. So it's kind of like hosting a challenge that like other people can take part in. And hopefully it can like motivate each other and stuff like that, because there's quite a few people who hang out on this channel or the associated Rex spheres, and say to me a lot of just like, stuff that like I've been saying or different people have been talking about in the chat or in the comments or whatever has really kind of like some of the stuff's like helped inspire me to start like eating better, or some of the stuff has like helped me motivation to draw, or some of this has given me motivation to work on my creative things or whatever. And I just think that if we kind of, I'm thinking selfishly here is for myself as well. Like, obviously my best interest as well. I'm thinking if like, I know that like a bunch of people who I hang out here are all trying to do the same thing. It's motivation for me doing it's motivation for you, the other guy's motivation for you, and you for them. And just kind of like pooling together that sort of, I guess momentum and drive of trying to set out and do stuff that's like personally important to each of us. I just think it would be like a cool thing to do within kind of like a safe, nice community and space that we generally have around these videos and around whatever. So I'm thinking of like working out what that's going to be and then sharing that with you guys, and we can all sort of try it out and whatever, and maybe participate. And I don't know, I know for me, I think that would be a pretty cool thing. And if it just ends up being me tracking it on my own and reporting back to you in vlogs and stuff like that, I mean, cool, whatever. But if we get more people involved, I think it could be something that could be like really motivating and fun and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Again, it's a ramble, man. But it's all good. I'm just a little bit hyped. I'm hyped up, man. I haven't had this dude on for over 2 weeks, so that's fun. that's fun. And yeah, that's kind of the stuff that's going on. Streams will be back real soon. Expect a bunch of videos reflecting on last year, looking forward to next year, and just kind of telling you the little bits of cool stuff that I've been up to the last couple of weeks, as and when I've got a little bits of time, when it feels appropriate. Right now I do feel kind of like overburdened with all this information I'm just like spewing out. And that's kind of what the laundry vlogs are for, right? Where we just kind of stream of consciousness, ramble. But Happy New Year to everybody. Don't stress too much about the resolutions. It's just a new day, but it's sometimes fun to, mythologize and compartmentalize your own life and have these starting points and finishing points and chapter start and chapter end to kind of, give significance to these little journeys we're all making to ourselves. But of course, it is just another day like any other. So if it was just another day like any other for you, then fine. Because that's what I've experienced that a lot of times. I've had, these big fireworks New Year's, and I've had New Year's which are incredibly quiet and whatever. So trying not to focus on that stuff too much. But yeah, happy to be back. Expect stuff coming real soon as I get organized and all that good jazz. And yeah, lots to share over the coming days and weeks and whatever. It's been cool. More people have been hanging out on the Telegram chat and talking to me there. And yeah, again, as always, just give me feedback. What kind of interested you in this video or whatever? Of these rambles I said, any of those reflections on 2024 you're interested in? Are you interested in potential 2025 like 30-day challenge and all these other things? But I'm rambling. I'm gonna peace out. Mwah. Bye 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 bye.